It doesn't matter if someone calls alliance or not.
I got eyes in the back of my head.
Lock that door. All right, so this is the deal. I'm going to try and make it as quick and short as possible. We got to get on the same page every week who we're sending home. This is not a one-person dictatorship. This is not, that's not going to fly. I'm going to give you my reasoning. Partially, 50% personal with Brittany, okay? The other half is she is the only girl other than Victoria that will potentially grow a sack, and it has the gall to sit there and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to put up you and you, or you and you, you and you. The goal is to keep our alliance safe. It is not about getting out the floaters. It is about working with the floaters to get out the other strong players. Pow Pow and I talked before the competition, and she purposely threw that comp. And I said if I won the POV, I would pull her off. And I said you were safe this week if you throw that comp. She threw that comp in order for Hayden and Nicole. And Nicole and Hayden knew that going into it. Okay? So she is working with me. She was there with Caleb on this one. Few people knew about it in our alliance, but I didn't want anybody else to know because I wanted to make sure it didn't spread like wildfire before the BOB. Okay? So that, in my mind, she is helping, and if I ever went to her and said, protect you, or you, she would do that because I'd say, you remember when we saved you this week, and this week? She's guaranteed to lose a physical competition. But there's going to come a point where she's going to win a mental comp. And at that point, that's when we go to her, hey, you remember when we helped you stay? And that's when you use that. Victoria, if Brittany were to win POV and she pulls herself off, I'll put Victoria up and Victoria will go home because I know everybody's getting tired of a lot of the stuff that she's doing. Okay? So that being said, I am trying, if I feel personally threatened by Brittany because I know obviously she's going to come after me. Okay? She had asked Amber before the comp, will you pair me up with Caleb because I need a strong player. Okay? She knows what's going on. She's a smart girl. I'm afraid of her gameplay. She's a very strong player. It's about protecting the team. If one of us goes home, it's going to crumble. It's just going to crumble, and we have to keep each other safe. The deal is that we protect each other all the way to jury. We made that deal with each other face to face. We protect each other till jury. Once we get to jury, then we can start playing the game against each other, and it's not personal. We go, hey, man, if you put me and Caleb up and you guys decide to vote me out, I'm going to look at you and be like, damn, I had 3 opportunities to, potentially win HOH, BOB, and POV to pull myself off. If I didn't do it, bro, that was a great game move. I'm going to shake your hand. I'll say, hey, good luck to you. I'll see you guys when it's all done. I'm heading to jury. That is the deal, to keep us all safe. And it's hard sometimes with a big alliance, but, that's the deal. So we got to get on the same page. And per what my buddy right here just said to me, him and I have hashed it out what went on last night. But per what he has said to me, there are people in here that want me voted, in our alliance, there are people that want me voted out of the house. So understand that that is not the deal, that we protect each other. And if there is a problem where somebody wants me voted out of the house, just know that if somebody wins POV today and pulls himself off...
I know you're not staring at me, threatening me, right?
What are you talking about?
I don't understand. Why am I the only one getting grilled?
Oh, I'm just looking at you because it's hard for me just to rotate around. I'm not directing at you, dude.
I'm just sitting here and we're like... Oh,
no. I'm going around because I don't want to stare at these two. I don't want to stare at these two because it's kind of intimidating. I keep rotating. I'm sorry, you're just right there.
Especially where the combo was going, I'm like, is he about to threaten me? Okay.
No, it doesn't matter. All right. No, I'm sorry. And no, I'm just looking. I'm trying to equally talk to everyone.
Absolutely.
And so it's just like we have to protect each other and get on the same page. I know where you stand. I know that you are upset at Pal because she went around the house and said whatever she said. Don't know what she said. Okay?
I didn't know that.
When you and I talked in here, Nicole was right there, and when I first started bringing up the stuff about you and Caleb, I sat there. You said, "Well, no, it's Pal," because Pal went around and said what she said. Mm-hmm. So when now all of a sudden I'm hearing that, oh no, you'd want Brittany here. Obviously, the other person would be Pal to go home. I'm thinking in my head, okay, well that's kind of personal. So what are we doing? I know you have no problems with Brittany. My thing is,
I don't have problems with anyone at this point until with me and you right now, there's just a little conflict, but that's that. And The only thing
What's
that
the
bothered
conflict
me
with you and
was
him?
like last night how you had to shout out the whole alliance thing, and then Jacasta heard something, and then I'm
I
still
didn't-
covering it up. And
It's already been taken care of because Jacasta and I came up here. I didn't
It was
shout out
taken
the
care of
alliance. I
last
said I
night,
looked
too.
at Caleb and I said, you know what, the alliance, you know, no more with you and I. And that's all I said. I would never burn anybody out in here.
she was thinking like differently. So
All right. Well, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. Like I said, we have the numbers every week. It increases, and we deny.
well, I
It
just
doesn't
don't want
matter.
anyone to jeopardize like our alliance either, or
Nobody's
like, bring
doing
any
that.
of
You
us
know what?
in.
Because at the end of the day, if I really wanted to jeopardize the alliance, I would sit there and get pissed, and I would have said, "You're on slop." And the only reason I put these two is because they volunteered.
Mm-hmm.
If I wanted to be vindictive, I would have put him on slop. But no, I'm waiting. I'm like, we're going to talk it out. We're going to hash it out. Even if I was put up next week because of whatever, somebody didn't like me, I'm still going to my grave with it. I'm not going to sit there and blow it up because that's our loyalty. That's what all we have is our word, and that's it. So it's like people in this alliance have to start realizing that we are together and that there's nobody that's going to say anything. And we need to just walk freely and comfortably and happy and know that, hey, if you're up on the block and you're next to Pal, guess what? You're not going home because we're going to pull you down. Same thing with you. And it's like I personally brought you two in without talking to him or anybody else, which I jumped the gun, which was my fault because I should have talked to everyone first, which was my bad. But I brought you two in because during the time, it's like, all right, you're a sweet girl, I love you, and you still are, and I still love you. And you know what? I want you deserve to be here because you have such a good heart. You deserve to be here. But, and that being said, this is your loyalty right here. Not your friends. Oh, I'm good with everybody.
I just hope that you're like the same way though.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
No, explain
But keep
yourself.
going.
It's okay.
No, I'll talk about it later. I just wanna.
No, the whole group's here.
No,
what's
but
up?
like I want to get everything out. Then we can talk about the end if we have time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same thing with you. I brought you up here because there's an all-girls alliance supposedly starting. I would rather have her on our squad as much as she knows and as stone-faced as she is and as heartless as she can be for this game. I would rather have her with us than against us and lose her to the all-girls alliance if it formed. Plus, we need numbers. The numbers were strength in numbers. You know? And you know what? I get animated, I get excited, I get, nervous. It's part of the game, dude. It's part of the game. But there's times where we can relax and not talk game. And that's my goal, is to get people out of this house that constantly want to hit game. Because on those days, those down 3 days before we do noms, I want everyone to just chill. Not be able to talk game and just relax and get to just have personal convos. So it's stressful to me because I have gone around and done a lot of footwork, and a lot of people notice it. Huge target on my back. So yes, I get nervous because, dude, it's stressful. It is very stressful. And I want to make sure that we all stay together and we're on the same page. But that being said, it's not a dictatorship. We are together. So who we'll go around. Who do you want to go? If it's Powell and Brittany, who do you want? And if it's not Brittany up there, I'll put Victoria up there if you want.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it the first day. It was like, yo, we're getting out the floaters in the weaker player. Pow is by far the weakest player I've ever seen on Big Brother in my life.
Right.
And, Pow, I have nothing personal against her, but I like Brittany more, so I want Brittany to stay.
Okay.
I mean, I know, like you said, like this wasn't to get floaters out. Like, literally, I was approached, being like, we're getting the floaters out.
Right.
And Brittany I agree Brittany's a strong player, and she is someone that can turn on us, but Pow is, like, unbelievably terrible, and I'm just thinking in terms of our alliance, if someone decides, like, all right, I'm HOH, now one of our alliance members are popped on the block with Pow.
and
I don't want to be on the block.
Pow brings nothing to the table. I mean, Brittany is a good competitor, and we could possibly, work with Brittany. Pow brings nothing to the table. We cannot work with Pow. No one, I mean,
Do you
yes,
understand that we just worked with Pal this week?
But she got a question
Dude,
right, so how did she throw it?
Yeah.
When the banana and Donnie, did you hear her? She goes like this, when it was Devin and Donnie in the banana suit, and she goes, Brittany and so. And then when she said the cat thing, I was kind of like, dude, what in the world are you doing? But then she stopped answering. But she was also getting pressured by Brittany in the moment. She came to me and she said, Brittany was just leaning over, you better not be throwing this. You better not be throwing this. So in the moment, she was doing that. So Pal just stopped answering questions. Hayden and Nicole's strategy going into that was to let them answer as many questions and get them wrong as possible before they buzzed in. They had a clean one with your tattoo on the name, and they knew it, boom, got it. That was a clincher.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
You know what? We're an alliance of 8 people, and that's extremely large. And, none of us are ever gonna be on the same page about anything. Like, no one's ever gonna, you know, we're all never gonna agree in perfect harmony, and that's just the case, you know. And like, we all have like different friendships with different people, and you know, that is a good thing for us, but it's also a negative thing for us because, you know, personal feelings get involved. Personal feelings get involved, and that's just the way the game is. So I mean,
because you also are playing your game individually still, and so
it's an individual
you know,
as well.
and I keep telling you, and I keep telling Caleb, you know, this alliance, finish the mission. Get out the 8 people that aren't in this alliance. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what order they go home in. I feel you, seeing it from your eyes, Brittany wants you gone, and that's why you want Brittany gone. And we all completely understand that. We all agree on that. You know, but as long as we finish the mission and we get out the 8 people that aren't in our alliance out before any of us go home, everything's gravy. So, you know,
I don't know how loud that gets out there.
You know, if Brittany doesn't go home this week, if Pau doesn't go home this week, it doesn't really matter in my eyes.
Gotcha.
You know, but like I said, personal level, I think Brittany brings more to us. She brings something to the table. Pau can't do anything, so she's the weaker player. I think she should go.
Okay.
I mean, I'm bored with that. I just kind of want to know, because like as a group of an alliance, now that we're kind of throwing stuff up in the air, like I would love to know like whose names are getting thrown around like to send you home. Because if it's up in the air, we're all here chilling.
I don't know exactly. And that's the other thing is Caleb said that basically there's people in this alliance pretty much that want me gone. So
there was no names. So
yeah,
the people that did say that. Here he is.
You know, I'm going to tell you something. You know, a lot of people like.
Who said it?
No, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to explain myself right now. Okay, I didn't say I want you gone, but there are people that come up to me and you know they talk bad about you. You know, they playing this because they know we're all up here.
Yeah, let him in.
Yep, you have to. Did you come out yet?
Hello, everybody.
So I don't know. That's just what it is, you know.
Yeah, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, right?
I guess so. No, I just want to explain stuff, and I was going to call you guys up, like, you know, in groups, but like, basically, you know, people are sitting there throwing stuff around, you know, saying that, okay, Devin's going against his word, that, you know, he's targeting Brittany for personal reasons. And you know what? I'm going to tell you 100%. 50% of it's personal, 50% of it's game. She's a strong player. I fear Brittany. She's very, very, you know, I see her 100% working, practicing her game, and it scares me. So I want everybody to realize and know, collectively as a group, yeah, 50% of it is game and 50% of it's personal. I didn't appreciate her and Joey, what they said to Caleb and I in the bathroom. Some of you heard it, some of you didn't. Some of you kept your mouth shut and didn't say a word. So it's like what she was saying, those are 100% personal attacks against me as a person and Caleb.